Hey guys, welcome to another collection video. This time around we are looking at Ocarina of Time Link from First Four Figures. This statue was the third statue released by First Four Figures, the first two being Fierce Deity Link and Skull Kid, which I previously did collection videos for. This statue initially was announced in Q4 of 2006, but it didn't release until the second quarter of 2007. It originally sold for $109.99. So just to get a size comparison, I'm going to drop the Skull Kid statue right next to it. So as you can see, they're about the same size. The Skull Kid statue is a little bit taller than Link's sword, but obviously the Link statue is quite a bit wider. So that is just for comparative sake. They really fit well next to one another. Looking at the box, just like usual, on the front we have the artwork of the actual statue, First Four Figures logo, of course the Zelda Ocarina of Time logo, and we get little previews of what's inside. In the back here we have the product number. Mine is 1313. There was 2,500 of these actually made, so each of them are individually numbered, and I'll show you that in just a bit. Back here they have just a little bit of a description, and you can find out all this information about the press release and some of the actual information over at the wiki article that we have at Zelda Dungeon. And then of course there's the styrofoam piece. It's got the little First Four Figures little logo, kind of hard to see, and the authenticity card with the authenticity number. Mine has already been authenticated, so it doesn't really matter that it's revealed, I guess. So here's the actual statue. As you can see, it's pretty good detail. It's got he's wielding the Master Sword, since it's obviously adult Link. Like his boots, you can see his undergarments, and it's pretty good. And he's got the little, his sword holder back here, and if you look to his back, you can see the Hylian shield he is also wielding. And it's kind of hard to see, but if you turn it sideways, over here there's like a bit of a dungeon map and a small key over here. And if you look to the side, he's standing, the base is basically on rocks of sorts, so it's pretty nice. And obviously there's the wooden stump right here. If we flip it over to the back side, we see the authenticity, or the product number, I should say. This is 1313, as I said, of 2,500 in total. So mine is copyright 2009, even though it released in 2008. Reason being is because mine is 1313. I have a somewhat later number, and obviously they were produced in number order. So that's pretty much it for the First Four Figures Link statue. This baby, like I said, initially released for $109.99. Unfortunately, it will be virtually impossible to get it anywhere remotely near that price nowadays. Nowadays, you could find them on eBay every once in a while. They're not always listed, I'll tell you that. So this is a bit of a collectible in that it's not readily available like some of the other items I've reviewed. Even if you have the money, there might not be a single listing on common auction websites. Occasionally eBay will find one, it will pop up, and because they're not too common, the range for what they end up selling for is quite large. I've seen them go for as low as somewhere in the mid-400s to 500, as well as much as $1,000 for this particular statue. For the most part, you'll find them in the 500 to 700 range, though. But since they're so rare, who knows? In a year's time, if the Zelda series gets bigger, obviously this will become even more of a collectible. But so it's kind of rare, kind of hard to find. Even though there's 2,500 of them, it's a bit pricey. That's pretty much going to do it. So stay tuned next week for another collection video, and eventually I will continue on through the First Four Figures series. So take care, guys.